Okay, and welcome to my video response to Marlinlee's weird video game tag. Yeah, I have to shout a bit because my webcam is on the other computer in my game room, and it's the computer is making a lot of noise, and the webcam is quite a bit away. So yeah, the audio might be a bit low. I'm not sure if I'll be able to crank it up a bit during the editing. I'm actually using my Windows 7 box. I've just set it up, and let's see if it works. The first questions. Oh, Marlinlee, of course. Thank you for tagging me. Marlinlee is excellent. Has an excellent channel. Very nice gameplay videos. The Coco and some other systems. The 2600. He actually got a Genesis not too long ago, and yeah. Thanks for tagging me. And now I have to respond. I'm feeling a bit under the weather. I'm not feeling that well. I'm suffering from some sort of intestinal bug, so I've been on the John quite a bit, and playing this. Of course, there's all E. coli on it now, so no. But that's just about the weirdest place I actually play my video games in the John. But I did actually play my GP32 Game Park GP32 on the first aid department of a hospital while I was waiting for a patient to arrive. So that's just about the strangest place, you know, the little room where the doctors and the nurses drink their coffee and stuff, while I was sitting there and playing my GP32. So that's a strange place, I guess, but yeah, I used to bring that little bugger of a game machine with me during many a night shift, and especially when you are waiting for something to happen, or you can't sleep. Well, normally you can't sleep during a night shift; it's very busy. But yeah, it's nice to have such a device around and with you. So okay. Next question. What's the longest you've attempted to repair a computer console non-stop? I think I started somewhere in the second half of the morning, and all the way up to the afternoon, and then evening and the wee morning hours. Yeah, during college, I actually tinkered a lot with computers into the wee morning hours. I was tinkering with a lot of computers of fellow students, you know, that suffered big things, and you know, their thesis was destroyed, or you know, I had to retrieve it. I remember a guy, he was working, a neighbor of mine, he was working in the dorms, he was working on his one of his papers, and he had staggered his drive, which is a DOS program that actually sort of in real time zips part of your hard drive so that it would appear bigger. But the thing is that he had all this text, and because he was having trouble finding enough disk space. I mean, I guess he had like 30 megabytes of disk space, so that's very small. And he booted his computer, and he saw this big file, and he thought, well, I don't know what to do with it. He just deleted it, and that turned out to be his stacker file, which was actually the zipped hard drive where all his files were on, and of course his paper. And I had a hard time getting that back for him, and it actually took me, I think, a little over 24 hours to hunt down the proper software and stuff, because it was like just before the internet was there. So yeah, I did manage to save his thesis, or his thesis, not his thesis, but an important paper. And yeah, but I'm known to tinker with computers for long hours, which is bad for your health, bad for your rest. And that's actually why I prefer, for my day-to-day computer use, I actually prefer the Mac. I have a MacBook aluminum unibody where all my stuff is on, and yeah, of course I have a Windows PC on the side, and actually I'm recording this on my game PC, which I actually transferred to my game room. Yeah, but I like Linux, and I actually like all sorts of software and stuff. Okay, enough babbling, enough rambling. Nightmares about games. Have you ever had nightmares about games? Well, I think Silent Hill, the original Silent Hill on the PlayStation 1. I actually got it on release, and I was down yeah, I was sick. I was in bed for like a week. I think I was suffering some sort of flu. I had a high fever, and I was nauseated, and I actually had a PlayStation hooked up to my very small Sony Triniton TV in my bedroom, and I actually was playing Silent Hill. I started playing actually at night because I couldn't sleep, and I could have been delirious or something, but I had some very weird dreams playing that game. But you know, I was really sick. I was totally out of it, and yeah. So this game, playing Silent Hill, was a very surreal experience, and there were some times that it was actually too scary for me. Yeah, the whole atmosphere. But yeah, I'm a big survival horror fan. Yeah, I love those games. So yeah, those type of games are actually not too scary, because that's the last question. Have you ever played a game that was too scary to play? The survival horror games, not so much. You know, the zombie games and stuff. But there are games that are not too scary, but a bit too intense. Let me see if I can. Yeah. Of course, it's not very professional walking out of the screen. But these two games, Gears of War and Gears of War 2, those games are actually a bit too intense. I only can, well, it used to be only 10 minutes. 10 minutes of gameplay I could stand at one, you know, to play continuously. But it has progressed to almost half an hour. But yeah, these games are just so intense that it's hard keeping up, you know, everything coming at you and stuff. So yeah, it's not a humorous video response, it's just me babbling. I'm not feeling very well, so I think I'll make another video behind this one. It's a pickup video, and then I'll just get to bed early, and yeah, I have to start work tomorrow again, so that's it. I'm not tagging anyone because all the people I know have been tagged, so consider this an open tag. So if you want to add something to this, the weird game tag, yeah, feel free. Okay, gonna switch it.